It's Monday, 24th of July. And just a quick look at what's going on in here, and I do mean quick because I'm tired. I got out here a lot earlier than usual. I actually was out here, about 7:30? And it's a little after 9 now. So, we had quite a torrential rain last night. Excuse me. And when I got out here, this right here was completely knocked over. I had to set it back up. This was leaning, and it's a little bit more upright now. I think it's interesting because there's, 2 plants on this one? And 3 on that one. And it's the same amount of, hold on a second, there's a big old snail in there. Let's get that out of here. Come on, I don't want you on here. That's a pretty good sized snail. Fly and be free. Anyway, it's interesting how much more vegetation seems to be on this one than on the other one, considering there's 3 plants over here. But then, I don't know, looks like they've spread out a little bit more, whereas these clustered together. But these plants are definitely happier. So I got around here and got everything fed this morning. Everything that hadn't been fed recently. Those guys got fed, not too long ago. And I've also removed the infected parts that look like they have a fungus growing on them. So, on the other hand, I found a very disturbing thing here. Something has chewed on this plant, and basically they nibbled on the peppers. These are sweet peppers, by the way, and they nibbled on those and then spit them out. This plant looks like it's gotten, I don't know, I think that one just got bit off. That's the one that got bitten off last week. You can see we have new growth there now. And I have that camera, that trail camera, and I'm going to set that up this afternoon or evening. I was going to set it up last night, and then we had this really huge rain move in. And also I got the wrong size batteries. Duh. It said AA. For some reason I thought it was AAA. Got a big old package of AAA batteries. I also need to get an SD card for it. Something else I did this morning is I did some more weeding over here, and I need to get that wheat straw bale up here, because that's how much this thing has grown. Something nipped off that end, but these guys are growing nicely. This one is doing well. It's recovering. These guys are all doing pretty well. Like I said, all these guys got fed. And then over here, I weeded a little bit more. The bad news is I found a fire ant hill. And the good news is I did not get stung. So I cleared a lot around these plants so you can actually see them. And I don't know if you recall, I have this one plant that got nipped off almost to the ground. And I thought, well, that's a goner. But I kept watering it, and surprise, surprise, it is sprouting leaves from the stem, because there was nothing for it to sprout off of. But it's sprouting off the stem, so I have hope for other plants now if something like that happens. Just keep watering it, and it'll come back. This one over here, matter of fact, that one that got bit off to the ground, that was one of the 2 plants that I put in here to replace missing plants. This is the other one I put in here, and it's finally starting to show some life. But the one that I thought was not going to make it, looks like it's coming back. So we're doing well there. I got to be careful because that fire ant mound is over here somewhere. I pulled stuff up. I'm like, gee, this is pulling up real easily. Ah, that was it right there. Why is it pulling up so easily? It's because it's a fire ant mound. It's all sand. These guys have been fed, and they look like they're making a bit of a comeback. There is some dead stuff on there, and I'll be dealing with that. I guess I'll deal with that tomorrow morning. We're supposed to get more rain tonight. And so anyway, that is what's going on over here. Oh, one thing real quick. Susie, I took your advice, and I came out here yesterday morning with a sharp knife. I trimmed some leaves away, and then cleared some of this stuff out of here, as much of that as I felt safe doing, and all through here. And then I buried this section of the stem, so we'll see what happens. The zucchini that we had developing on this one, oh, by the way, this one was actually starting to produce roots through here anyway, so I just piled some dirt up there, trimmed some leaves back, and yes, I cleaned this out, although it's not nearly as bad as that other one. Once it produces roots, I can probably just go ahead and cut it off and make sure it doesn't spread. Anyway, the zucchini that was forming on this one looked like some slugs or something got to it, because it was in pretty rough shape, so I just broke it off. This one here, like I said, this one sprouted all on its own, because this is, oops, this is where the plant used to extend out, and I got leaf borer, squash vine borer all through there, and suddenly it sprouted a whole new set. Actually, it's got 2 sets of leaves there now, and so I'm like, well, okay, that solves that problem, so I was able to cut that one off, no problem. So we'll see how that goes. This plant is so sad looking anyway. I don't know whether I'll fight with it or not. Oh, and I see some signs that a pepper is going to start getting ripe soon. Now, if I can find out exactly what it is that's getting in and how it's getting in. See here, it looks like something tried to nibble on this pepper. This was a beautiful pepper too. But yeah, I'm angry because these are my prize here. So anyway, these have all been trimmed back. The affected parts have been just about completely removed. I haven't gotten all of this yet because I was afraid to cut too much off of here. There we go. There. Didn't want to cut too much off of here. I want to see if this tomato has a chance. And then I'll cut it off right about here. Alright, well that's it. I gotta go in. Y'all have a great day. Right, Shiloh? Shiloh, you wanna have a good day? Yeah.